Okay. Windwalkers. Alexa, who sings this?
This is Windwalkers.
Wind. I think that's what they're saying is wind. What I think that's what she's saying is windwalkers. Am I hearing that right? Alexa, who sings this song?
This is Windwalkers.
Wind. I don't know. Okay, well we're just gonna write it down and say. I don't know. I jam. I like. I had it followed. I don't. I guess that's what she's saying. Guys, welcome through. Do me a favor, tap the screen. Today is my birthday. I am getting old. Welcome through, y'all. Like I said, I appreciate it when people stop by. I appreciate it when people tap the screen and like the live. I normally do. TikTok and YouTube first thing in the morning, but I'll try out like other sites and whatnot here and there. So if you hear me talking to somebody that are not in your chat, I promise you I'm not losing my marbles. I'm just talking to other chat. So welcome through. I do the weird news in the morning, so I'll do like trending topics, influencer news, like just anything that I come across online that I'm like, oh, maybe people would think that was interesting. So welcome through, guys. Like I said, tap the screen. I like it when people stop by to see me. Everybody's more than welcome in here. So if you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Otherwise, you can just sit back and listen. Like, I don't care either way. Just do me a favor and like the live and tap the screen while you do. Helps me trend higher, and we like that. So all right. So this last week online, right? This last week online, a lot of people ended up damn huge. Okay. But so that's how we're starting today, right? Like let's turn battles off. Okay, but so we ended up this last week there were like a lot of like influencers that got like arrested. And I'm like, we like why do we keep making like dumb people popular? Like especially I was gonna say, especially on YouTube and like TikTok, those ones definitely like definitely have a way of making, but like you'll see these people and you can look at these people and tell that they're not good people. Like I'm not saying I'm a good person, I'm saying I try. I fuck up, like I'm human, but like I do try generally just to be like a good person. I'm not saying I deserve it more than anybody else. I'm just saying like there are a lot of good streamers out there, like a lot of good streamers that don't get enough recognition, you know what I mean? So like, but yet the people that are like the chodes. So there was I was gonna say Nick Harris got arrested this week. D Kane, he was another big person like on TikTok. He got arrested for, let's put it this way, things on his phone that had to do with children. Yeah. And then yeah. And then another one was like, what was her name? Debbie the pet lady. She ended up getting arrested for emailing threats to people, and I'm like, okay, like I mean, I don't know, Debbie the pet lady. She doesn't sound very threatening, but apparently I'm wrong. Some of these live streams. Hello, Sanju, guys, welcome through. Like I said, I do dual stream. Aw, thank you, Shane, honey. I appreciate you. How's your day going, Shane? I appreciate it. Like I said, I went out yesterday. I shot pool. With the guy that I played against. He's like ridiculously good, and like all three games I got within one ball. So I'm like, cool. I'll take that as like a. I didn't expect to win yesterday. Like I didn't expect it was going to happen. So we only have 2 weeks left in the one season, and then my other I do like the amateur league. Waiting for my load to be reworked. Oh, that's what she said. Good milk brand. That's not a thing. Yeah, that's not a thing. English is tough. It's cool. How am I? I'm good, Sanju. How are you? Oh, that sucks, Shane. I hope they get you fixed soon. Like, or well, I hope they get you up and back on the road. Like, hold on, let's say. I was gonna put this up there. Hold on, let's say. Paste. Yes, there we go. I don't know. I was gonna say I'll be streaming a lot today. I love like I don't know. I love live streaming, but then like I said, it's Monday, so I'm like, like it's not like I have like super big plans. I was gonna say to my daughter, I got a new pool stick for my birthday, which I don't expect anything for like my birthday, like just straight up, I don't like. And so I got a new pool stick, which is carbon fiber, and I love it. Fighting with them all weekend, and I'm fighting with them all. Oh God, poor Shane, man. Hi, what's going on? What is it? Add me with you in live. I have 2 live streams open, so I can't add anybody in. But good morning. So I said I do the weird news first thing in the morning. I will do Major master plan milk. Once again, not a thing. What is that to balloon? Boy, my chat's already done this. So this is how we're starting the morning off. Yay. So, okay, make sure you follow my TikTok. Make sure you follow my Instagram. Make sure to follow my YouTube. You can find all of it. It's just Misfit Ren. Like I said, might mess. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like a thing. Like, you can do translate, and it'll be like much better than, you know what I mean? Hi, Mr. Roybo. What's going on? Can open some. No. No, I'm good on all that. Like, I'm good on all that. Like, hi, Norma, guys, welcome through. Like I said, if you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. Otherwise, there's some people that just put me on, like, at work in the background and, like, let me babble away. So I do the weird news in the morning. I'll do influencer news. Like, that's where we're at for this morning. That and a whole bunch of stupid comments. So far, we're not off to a great start. Oh, thank you, Kelly, honey. I appreciate you. But, guys, do me a favor for my birthday. All I will ever ask you for is something that is free. So just tap the screen, like the live. I dig it. I like it when people do that. It helps me trend higher, which helps me get more people in, which sometimes means more stupid comments. Like, just more stupid comments. Oh, thank you. Thank you. What is it, Diggler? I appreciate you. Okay, let's see. Oh, did you guys see this video? Good morning, Alvin. How are you? Why Barry Bing? Hi, Swedish. What's going on? Yeah, like, hey, Cass, thank you, honey. I appreciate that. I was going to say, Cass is like a big cake. Yeah, one of the girls, she has on, like, the pool league, she has a birthday next Sunday. So I'm like, I'm going to bake her a cake. I don't know what kind I'm going to do just yet, but I'm definitely going to bake her a cake and take it. 81 is a big number. How about 3K in likes for your birthday? I mean, that sounds like a pretty damn good plan. That sounds like a pretty damn good plan. I like your laugh. It's funny because I said I have laughed a lot in this lifetime. I'm a happy person. Nobody offline still. To this day, I keep expecting that at some point somebody's going to walk up to me in person and be like, you have a very interesting laugh. I straight up, before I started live streaming, I did not know. I did not realize I had a weird laugh. Like, I didn't know. Nobody ever, it's still to this day, has never... Young people are you. Yeah, Airful, your English sucks, man. Your English sucks. Like, okay. See, I'm not a big fan. Zucchini isn't like, it's like carrot cake. Like, zucchini bread is like weird for me. Like, where it's, like two different textures, like put together, and great tattoos as well. Well, thank you, dear. I like my tattoos. There is a video going around the internet, right? Tomato bisque, goulash. Oh, see, I like when, I make cornbread, I'll put cream corn in it, and it just makes it totally different. Like, cornbread's always got that real dryness to it. That makes it, like, all nice and soft and whatnot. Like, I'll take it down the club and, like, and shit out. Like, hey, you guys want some cupcakes? I baked some cupcakes. I love it. Like I said, I like baking. And me and Mom and Cass, we've talked about baking a lot. Is it Jari or Jer? But, I love to bake. I find that it relaxes me. It kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. And then I gotta stop baking so much. I'm getting pudgy again. I gotta stop baking so much. Like, how old you? I like talking to you, and you're happy. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Happy at all times. I mean, I have like my times where, but the thing that like I tell my kids a lot is like, I don't know. You gotta be happy. Like it. Do you know one of the leading causes of people ending up in the ground is stress? Stress causes so many health problems. Hi, Jack. What's going on? Good morning, guys. But stress is like the worst thing you can have. Like, straight up. Like, it causes so many other health issues. So I try to not stress about shit. Like, there'll never be enough money. You know what I mean? There'll never be enough, like, vacations. There'll never be, like, whatever. I don't know what people normally stress about. So it's like, you gotta laugh your way through it, because stressing about it ain't gonna change. I've taken that approach before, and it doesn't work. Like, stressing about it normally makes it worse. So it's like, I just keep trugging right along. So there was this dude, and I seen this. I've never wanted. I was left unsupervised, right? Everybody, I was gonna say we need to get a babysitter for you. Go make sure, yeah, put the lock on the oven and don't unlock it, okay? I find it relaxing. Like I said, I'll just take it. Stress sucks. It really does, Swedish. It really does suck, guys. But I said it doesn't. Like, there's it, like I said, it doesn't change anything. It'd be one thing if when you stressed about stuff, it changed it. Like, all right, you stress a little bit and then it's automatically going to be fixed. But it's like, I've had times where I've run business, you know what I mean? Like I said, I work, like, there can be a lot of stress in that. But I just, you got to laugh your way through life. Like, you can't wait for life to be perfect in order to be happy, and I 100% believe that. But so this video, like I said, this video is going viral, right? It's been like, I've seen it a few times, so I'm like, all right, let me write this down. There was this dude who was in a Goodwill bathroom, right? And he went in with his son. And these people, like, I've seen the video of it, like, a few times, like I said, and when I tell you, like, that dad, I swear, like, he is so lucky I wasn't in there. Because this kid's like screaming, right? You hear a smack. Ah! Ah! Right? They go because they're like, oh my God, like this, like what the fuck is going on in there? And they're like going into the bathroom. Like one of these ladies came and got a dude up front. She's like, can you go in the bathroom? Like it's in the men's room. And he goes in and they've got a video camera. And the dad is literally putting his belt back on in the bathroom. Like he was disciplining his child. Like I mean this was like a scream, but like oh my God, like happy birthday all, thank you Dark Bell, I appreciate you. Like that every great once in a while I'll see a video that makes me like mad. That one made me mad. You know what I'm having a tough time with lately? Good morning Terrence, how are you? This listen, I followed one page that was like one of those dog adoption places, right? Oh, thank you Dark. Hi Zephyr, what's going on? But like so I followed one of those let me follow you back, Dark Mel. There we go. I got you, boo. I got you. But so, happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Terrence. I appreciate you. And I said, guys, I am dual streaming, so if you hear me talking to somebody that is in your chat, I promise you I'm not losing my marbles. Just talking to the other chat. That's it. Like I said, I started doing, I do mostly, oh, you are awesome. Thank you. 3.5K likes. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm the big 4-5 today. I'm like, that when did that sneak up on me? It like blows my, in 5 years I'm gonna be 50. Like what? Like when did that shit happen? Like oh my God, like when did that shit happen? If I could stop at any age, like I said, I don't mind being the age that I am now. I would stop. I'm 52. I know. I'm out. Like it just sneaks up on you, doesn't it? Toodles. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Thank you for the help. Like straight up. Like thank you guys so much. Like tapping the screen definitely makes me trend higher. It pushes my my thing out to FYP. But so I primarily do YouTube and TikTok. Like I started doing both of them around the time like they started talking about getting rid of TikTok. But then like I'll do like Instagram, you know, like I'll kind of jump around a little bit too. So it's just, you know, something different. Did you guys see, does anybody watch there's an influencer, they have like a family account, right? But they're called the Resilient Jenkins, and a lot of people have been talking about them lately. Like I see a lot about them online. They ended up, they have 6 kids between the two of them, right? And they're currently living, they lost their apartment. So I was pissed because she like took the cats outside and just dropped them off. I have never watched one of their live streams ever. People are like, okay, because she's literally getting millions of hits. Like, oh, thank you, Mar. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But she's literally getting like millions and millions of like hits on her thing. And I know that like it's only on like new things. Like they have a way that they calculate everything on TikTok. But people are still looking, going, this chick's getting millions of hits. Why don't they ever have money? Like, they don't have money to... So they're living out of a motel room, right? With 6 kids. Yeah, it makes us really... And that's what people are starting to kind of look at, Shefford. Like, that's what they're kind of starting to look at is like, well, wait a minute. Even millions is still going to equal to something. Okay, they just bought a car. Maybe they got a car payment. That's exactly what that is literally the very next topic on my list. That's exactly where I was going with that. I seen that the other day. So they had all their kids' stuff in a storage locker, right? And storage, I mean, it can be expensive to have a storage locker, but you're thinking like maybe I haven't rented one in like years, but I have sheds. I'm like, I'm a guy. But so they had like all the kids stuff, like the kids' beds and like their clothes and like all this stuff, and they ended up losing the storage locker, which, like I said, I don't know what the going rate is. Yeah, you figure it's probably like $100 a month, and they have to pay for their hotel room. I can see like where, but people are going, well, she does lives, so she's making money on lives. She just set up a GoFundMe the other day, which has gotten money, like for a lawyer, legal fees, whatever. But then she got this storage unit. So they ended up, like, they had to know the storage locker was through. I was just setting it up on auto pay. I found that was the easiest way. That way I didn't forget. But so it sold at auction for $4. And so they let the kids now have, I think they had a couple beds. But so this is all stuff that people on TikTok, like, they put up a wish list for all the kids. Oh, thank you, Mar. I appreciate you, babe. I appreciate you. I said, guys, I'm in a great mood today. Oh, you're awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, honey. But I said everything I earn online, I just put back into my small business. Welcome back. Oh, thank you, Terrence. I said, I jump around a little bit. I mainly do TikTok and YouTube. I said here and there I will, do other ones. I appreciate you. Like I said, everything I earn goes right back into my small business, which happens to be, see this beautiful website back here? You see this beautiful website, edgeoftheeasel.com. It has, I don't want to like toot my own horn, but it does have some pretty amazing stuff on it. Did I sell it? I don't know. But so yeah, people are wondering like, where's all their money going? Like, where's all? So they had a wish list on Amazon set up, right? So all these people from their TikTok went and bought all this stuff for the kids. Like they bought extra beds because their kids didn't have beds. So that people on TikTok said, well, here, I'll buy your kids beds. Oh, they don't have this? Okay, well, here, one's birthday's coming up. Okay, people are, do you do? No, I don't, McCampbell. I'm old, man. Like, I ain't got time for all that. But, yeah, I do not do the F of the O. You got some nice, okay, it doesn't matter, though, Davis, because you're not going to get this thing home. So, hi, Xavier, what's going on? I'm telling you, it's been one of Shefford. It's been a weird morning on here. I think it's been a weird morning on here already. So, yeah, but they ended up, so all, these people, out of the niceness of their heart, online, went and bought their kids' beds, bought their kids' clothes, bought them birthday presents, like, did all this stuff for them. And then you're so pretty. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. How great of a mood are you really in? I mean, it's my birthday, so I'm in a good mood. But yeah, and now all that stuff, they're gonna end up having they're gonna end up having a wish list up to get hello Xavier. Good morning, guys. Welcome through. But they're gonna end up probably setting up another Amazon wish list and needing everybody to rebuy all the shit because they let the storage locker go. What stuff? What do you mean? Like that's what I said. It was like the kids' beds and like their clothes and it was like just stuff like that. Like they have like they push their people buy like their kids like because they got like 6 kids. They bought them like I said they bought them beds, but then they bought them toys. They bought them just like all sorts of stuff, like all sorts of stuff. And then they bought stuff for like the family, like for cooking and whatnot, and like everything's just gone. So it's like. That's what I mean. Is people are going, well, why couldn't you spend $100 a month and pay your storage locker? Happy birthday! Oh, thank you, McCampbell. I appreciate you. Okay, so this one grossed me out so bad. There's a video going viral, and I said, guys, I do trending topics in the morning. I normally dual stream, so if you hear me talking to somebody and they're not in your chat, I promise you I'm not losing my marbles. It's just the other chat. If you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. I said, I feel pretty good for being 45. Like, if I could stop at any age, it would be somewhere probably in my 30s, because I think that's where, like, I had the most energy. Hey, Lee, how are you? Good morning, guys. You were awesome. How are you today, Mr. Lee? But so, they're saying, like, just, like, this one grossed me out so bad. There's a video going viral, and you can look it up, right? This dude goes, and he gets a juice carton. You know how they'll either sell it in cans, or they'll put it in cartons, or whatever. And he's like, I opened my juice, poured my juice in my cup. He's like, I'm doing amazing. That's wonderful. You deserve to do amazing. But he like cuts open the top of the juice container and he looks in, and there's just a mass, like just a mass. Like it looked like an island in there. Like it was just, I can't. It almost looked like plastic bubbles. Like it was so, it was so gnarly. You look like Sweet 16. Oh, you were awesome. I appreciate it. But so they're saying, just if you are somebody that buys like cartons of juice or juice boxes for like say your kids, maybe cut them open and pour it in a glass and just double check, because like it was pretty gnarly. So I only say that so that way if you do let your kids have juice, because if you think about it, it makes sense. If there's like an air hole, an air pocket in it somewhere, like a little thing in the box, like container, then yeah, it's gonna mold. I don't understand. Like they always keep the juice boxes like out by themselves, so that makes like they don't refrigerate them. So it makes me believe that they're not actually like obviously they're not actually juice, right? Because juice would go bad if you just like left it out on the counter. So what's in it exactly? Some weird stuff probably, and then they're like, okay, let's just add like orange flavoring to it. So oh, I was gonna say, did you guys see? I wanted to go to this. This was up in Gettysburg. You guys see that the Annabelle doll is on tour? Like, been going around all these different places. At one point, they thought they lost her, but they found her. I think it was just a publicity stunt. But so now, and this one's actually been confirmed. Like, one of the handlers that was on the tours would help bring her in and out. He actually passed away recently, and it was like a kind of like spooky. Like, I don't know. People always give like lore about like the Annabelle doll, which by the way, if you've never seen the Annabelle doll, it is not like it is in the movie or movies, I should say at this point. It is not like it doesn't have that. It's literally a Raggedy Ann doll that supposedly is haunted. Like, I'm like, I mean, if you were a spirit and you were gonna possess something, like, wouldn't you pick something a little bit more like intimidating? Like, what? I know originally this doll was given to the one chick as a present, and then all of a sudden, like from her mom, like she collected dolls. Like nothing says don't date a girl more than her collecting dolls. Right? If she collects dolls, she's probably gonna be a little crazy. That's all I'm saying. If she does, she's probably like, you're like, okay, like I can imagine trying to bring a guy home and like you just have all these Victorian dolls, and those things get fucking dusty. Like those things get fucking dusty. Like my mom used to collect precious moments, and like those get fucking dusty too. Like they get dusty like a champ. But so yeah, one of her handlers passed away, so now they're like all that stuff. I seen this one too. There, you might have seen this video, right? There's a little girl. She's in India and she's very, very overweight, right? Very, very overweight. It's been like a trending thing. Well, somehow her parents, right? I think they showed it on TLC, like I don't know, something like that. But so I'll see, and she's got black hair. She's very, very, very overweight. Like she can't really move, right? And so they took, rather than the parents, just because she's only like 2 years old. So rather than the parents changing her diet and just starting to feed her like vegetables when she's hungry, like they said she literally eats all day long. I'm wondering if maybe she has like a medical condition, because there are some things that can cause overeating. You know what I mean? That's what's got to be wrong with me. Whew, I've been getting thick lately, y'all. But so, and I said this family's based in India, but rather than just keep feeding her, but just you're the parent, you make the decisions, right? This 2 year old, and I was like flabbergasted when I seen this shit, right? Because the show was like based on it. The parents took the baby on a trip to India, right? Or not to a different part of India. That's what I meant to say, not to India. They were already there. But so she underwent gastric sleeve surgery. Well, like, listen, as somebody that's had the gastric sleeve done before, I know the little girl's not going to feel like any pain. Because, like I said, it's like the easiest surgery you could ever go through. Like, I woke up, I was like waiting, you know what I mean? Like, waiting for the pain to kick in, because that's normally how surgeries happen, and it just didn't. I was like, oh, we're done. And then I kept thinking, okay, well, when I get home, because they don't send you there, they just like, if you have any pain, take some aspirin, you know what I mean? Like, it's a pretty mild surgery. Like, it's a pretty mild surgery. It seems like it would be like a really big, like, oh God, my stomach hurts. Maybe the gastric bypass does. I don't know. But the gastric sleeve, you literally wake up and you're like, oh. They take a pair of scissors that have a crimper on it, right? Like, you know, those old style curling irons with the crimpers, like back in the 80s. There's a pair of scissors that has a crimper on it. So they take and they cut and they get about 80% of the stomach off and they just make one big thing. Oh, thank you, Kami. I appreciate the follow. But as soon as they cut, it seals it up like right away. So it's not a major surgery, but I'm like, why would you not just change her diet? Like, I get it. She's used to eating all the time. She wants to eat all the time. Okay, start making jello. Okay, you're hungry? Here, sit and eat some jello. Like, to me, that's like they didn't say she had any type of medical condition that they were aware of. She just, but they're like, she likes soda. I'm like, how about you stop giving her soda? Like I said, I tried to lose weight for 20 years before I actually decided to do the surgery. But I'm like, I mean, there's ways you could have kept feeding her. Just replace stuff. She's two. She doesn't know better. You know what I mean? If you start getting diet soda instead of regular soda and giving it that to her, if you give her water, you know what I mean? Like, there's things that the parents could have done. I felt like that. I wanted to share because I felt like that was a pretty drastic step to take. Because here's the thing: is you still get hungry. But like if you overeat, like it does make you feel full faster, but if you overeat, you'll literally get sick. So it's like if and but it is possible. Like I said, I've put weight back on since my surgery. I need to start going to the gym again. But like and stop baking so much. But like if she's used to eating and it's more like a mental thing for her, she's still gonna want to eat all the time. But now, like I mean, it has happened where people have gained their weight back, like all of their weight, and then some, just because psychologically they just want to eat and they can't, like, it's supposed to take all the cravings away. This is what the doctors say. I don't know that I believe all that. Like, there are some days where I'll be like, God, I could go for some Ritas, but I understand that that's like a mental thing too, that it's not like it's like it's a psychological thing. It's not actually that I'm hungry. It's just, but I'm like, I thought it was supposed to take away the cravings. Okay. So, but like I said, I try to, but I'm absolutely 100%. If you overeat, just wants to come back up. But over time, you can stretch back out again. So I'm like, I just don't understand, like, what doctor kind of, like, took that risk. Because if she overeats, she could potentially, like, if she does too much too quick, she could potentially rip it. So, and here's the thing with mine. I also had to be on just protein shakes for like a month beforehand. Maybe she's smaller, so it's easier to push her stuff out of the way. But that's normally the diet beforehand is the worst part. It is straight up. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 2 weeks beforehand. Maybe 1 week. I forget off the top of my head because it's been years since I got mine. But that was the worst part. It's like, and their shakes tasted like shit. You got to either have like a soup a day, uh, a pudding a day, or there was like something else, right? And all of it was nasty. It's all stuff you get from the surgeon. It was all nasty. And then you'd get one little granola bar that was about this big. This is how extra I was about it. I was literally sitting there, like, putting the granola bar and like cutting it with a knife, trying to make that shit last as long as possible. But like, I've never wanted to eat more a day in my life than I did when I was getting ready for my gastric. Oh my God. I was like, I so badly wanted to just go and like fuck up like a dinner. And then I still wanted to cook for my family. It's not, their fault that I got 3 protein shakes a day. And then I said, I got the one, whatever liquid form it was. And then, the granola bar. And that's all I ate for 2 weeks. But you do it because you know that after that 2 weeks, you'll be able to eat normal again. I was so desperate for food, right? I was so desperate for something, and just so I could taste something else. Like I said, all the shit that they give you is nasty as fuck. Nasty as fuck. And so, but I was literally, like I said, I didn't want my family to suffer because I was getting the surgery done. So I was still cooking dinner for everybody, and I was doing pretty good. But man, it just smelled. The one I started getting to the point where I would chew up food, and then I would spit it out on the floor for the dog. I can't even lie about this. And I'll admit to it. I just wanted to taste something that actually tasted good so fucking bad. Like, so fucking bad. Like, I can't even. That's probably the hungriest I've ever been in my life. Like I said, you push through because you're like, Happy birthday, outfit check. Hi, Suganda. What's going on, guys? Welcome through. Tap the screen. Thank you for the happy birthday. I appreciate it. So that was my next one. I just thought that that was kind of ridiculous. Hold on, let me get my contacts in, y'all. As I'm trying to get my day going. I am gonna be painting and tattooing today, so that's that's also on the agenda. There was a pair, and I seen that. Okay, so this one I have questions. Here we go. So there is a set of conjoined twins, right? They just got married to their fiance of 4 years, and they are conjoined. Like they both, like the bottom half is one, but they both just come out like right here away from each other. I have questions. Like I have questions. Is that still considered a three? Like I don't know. I have questions. Like the bottom half is all one thing, and they can both feel the bottom half. So okay, but like imagine that. Like you're have like with your twin. Like I don't like. Does he just put a blanket over the one's face? Like while he's like. I would absolutely be celibate. Like I swear to God, if I had my sister attached to me, I would be celibate. I'm not even, but yeah. So good. I mean, so if you haven't found love in your lifetime, like, just know that there's somebody out there for everybody. And my contact lens just popped right back out. We're having like a ton of flooding in my area, like a ton of flooding, and my allergies have kicked up so bad. Like I said, out of every day last week, I was only able to put contacts in, I think, like one day. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked. Let's see. Let me turn off my battles. I need to check. There we go. Okay. But so yeah, like I said, I just have questions. None that I really feel like I need the answer to, but like that's where my brain goes. It's like, so is there ever like, are they like, it's date night and like, oh, thank you, King. Here, let me put a follow back on you. But like, they're like, oh, it's date night. Do they each go out with him for date night, or is it like he takes like in like poly relationships, or like, happy birthday? Oh, thank you, King, honey. I appreciate you. How are you today, dear? But is it going on like just, oh, it's time for me to take, I don't know what their names are, Miranda out tonight, and he like sets aside specific time for her, or like I said, it just brings up so many questions for me. Like, but I said the place my brain went to first is like, is that considered like a three-way? Because yeah, I don't like, I really think like if I had my sister attached to me, I I don't like, that's being way too close for comfort. Like I'm like, is this how they've always like? But so yeah, how do you meet somebody? Like I have questions. Like, is there dating sites that are based around this? I know there's fetishes for stuff. Like, did he just? What if one is? I don't know. Is there one you like more? Like, I have questions. I don't know. I don't think I'm ever gonna get them answered, but I have questions. So, like I said, there's, I mean, and there's a whole bunch of like conjoined. I mean, not a whole bunch, but it's definitely, they're not the first case of being conjoined. I just like, I've seen ones before where people are connected at the head and they literally share a brain. Like, there's all sorts of stuff. The lower half, like, I've questions. I've questioned. Even if you're trying to do some self-loving, do you really want to listen? Okay, I'm over this question. Not, but I am. Yeah, so he said, I'm 45 today, guys. Today is my 45th birthday. I feel pretty good. For being 45, I definitely feel, I can feel myself wearing down a bit. But like, I said, I went out and I shot pool yesterday. I did not win. I did not think I was going to. Did not think I was going to win. But so, each game, like I said, he's a really good pool player. Like, each game I got within one ball of him. So I'm like, cool, I'll take that as a win. I will take that as a win. All right, so let's see. Like nobody's seen Eugenia Cooney, I think, since that one day. Has she been on it? Oh, like nobody's. I don't think she's made another appearance since the one day. Like everybody was all concerned about her because the one day she was on her live stream, and she was like literally getting ready to throw up water. And she is pretty much like, she's a beauty influencer, but she's very, very thin. And when I say very, I mean very, very thin. So people have been concerned for a bit. So then like she was having like like shakes and whatnot. Like I just something like looked like it was really, really off. And so I don't think like they her account has posted like a couple older videos, but they haven't posted anything new. Like I feel like her filming her videos is probably all the energy she has for the day. She's like walking like 2 feet and she walks like real slow, like the whole bit. But like, so I do feel bad, but like people are, of course, speculating like, did she have a heart attack? Did something happen to her? So Jeffree Star, being Jeffree Star, decided that he was going to speak out on it, and he just pretty much told everybody fuck off and mind their business. I'm like, I mean, that's a solid answer. Like, but I don't think she's been back on since. Has she? I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of people that are like super popular. I don't watch just because I'm like, 90% of the time when you go to somebody's live stream, it's them sitting and eating. And like, I get it if you like the mukbang stuff, but like, yo, that stuff drives me absolutely nuts. I cannot sit and watch people eat. And some people, they're on their live stream just eating away all the time. Like, you will very rarely catch me eating on my live stream. Just because I talk so much, like, I'm not trying to choke. So, guys, welcome in. Tap the screen, like the live. I appreciate it. Like I said, I dual stream first thing in the morning. So if you hear me talking to anybody and they're not in the chat, I promise you I'm not losing my marbles. I'm just talking to the other chat. So, but yeah, so I don't think anybody's seen her recently. Like she hasn't, she normally goes on live and whatnot and does like her makeup and does beauty reviews and all that stuff, but I don't think anybody's seen her. I don't know. So, I was gonna say there's another chick. Her name is Carrie Wells. I see a lot of replays of her lives, but I've never actually seen her lives. She is down. Hello, metal nerd. How are ya? But she is very well known for like people are saying she's like a scammer. She sells reusable press-on nails, right? Which that's fine. Like I respect that hustle. You know. Good morning, nerd. How are you, honey? But I respect the hustle, right? But like there's a very fine line between like bad business and like scamming people. You know what I'm saying? Like people should aim to do good business, but like there are people that definitely like. So here was the thing: is that thank you, metal. Here, let me put a follow back on you. What's your favorite metal band? I like metal. Metal shows are more fun. Like the concerts are way more fun than like normal concert. But so she ended up, she was on her live stream. She's gotten to the point where she's begging for money. I hate the e-begging so much. Can we just put an end to that? How do we get to an end to that? Like, I absolutely hate it when people come on their live streams and they're like, guys, listen, the gifts don't help. I don't even want to, yeah, just send $20 to my PayPal. Like, you get your payout every Wednesday from TikTok. Metallica. See, I'm not a Metallica fan. I grew up like I was like a Corn kid, and then like I said, when I was younger, I used to go to Ozfest every year. I went to Ozfest every year for like 8 years. You know what I mean? But they did a free show up in New York like long time ago, right? And my friends had asked me like, "Hey, do you want to go up to New York to go see the free show?" And I was like, "Good." Good. So they all got tickets and went without me. They all got tickets and went without me. But so Carrie Wells ended up, now she's selling nails out of her car. Never been to Ozfest. Yeah, I was gonna say they don't do it anymore. Back in the day, it was the shit. I can remember when Ozzy. Have you watched Metal? Did you see Ozzy's last concert? Man, I'm not gonna lie, I cried. It was like part of my youth. Like Ozzy Osbourne just did his very last show ever. He's got Parkinson's real bad, so he can't. I can remember back in the day seeing him like walk around, like running with the fire hose and spraying like the crowd with fire hose, and he was getting buckets of water and throwing buckets of water on. Seen bits of it. It's a really, if you get a chance, you should like sit down and watch it. It's a really like good concert. And I said like, I found like, you know, so then they started making up this rumor, right? From this last concert, they made up this rumor that him and Sharon were going to go to Switzerland to fulfill a pact that they had. And Kelly Osbourne was like pissed. Like she got up like the next day. It was the day after the concert, you know. He went with his last song was Mama, I'm Coming Home. Yeah, and she was pissed. She was like, I just can't even. She's like, there is no pact. It's a joke that my mom made on the show like 20 years ago. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, she was like, my dad is not unaliving. She's like, it's not, so, but I'm like, that I can see where somebody would be mad over that, because, like, hello, someone, how are you? But so, I can see how, like, somebody would be upset about that. Like, you're coming off, like, let him have his moment. Let him come off his thing. But so I think it was a song choice that he had in the end that made people think that. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so apparently now Carrie Walls is homeless. Her nails are like, I really like your content. Thank you, someone. I appreciate it. I jabberjaw a lot. I talk a lot. But so she is now selling press-on nails out of her car, right? Because now she's homeless. Her nails, she's selling them for like $130 a piece. How's it going? Nerd, it's good, honey. How are you guys today? Welcome through, y'all. Like I said, if you're new, you're more than welcome. Come and chit chat with me. I like it. But yeah, she's selling press-on nails, reusable press-on nails, which are the same thing as fucking press-on nails for $130. Like, fuck that. Someone, would you pay $130 for reusable press-on nails? I would never pay that. I would never, never pay that. And like the quality of them, people have made videos after they bought it being like, look at this. Like, look at how easy this is. There was somebody that got it and it looked like she had worn them because there was glue all around like the top of it. And I'm like, you gotta be careful who you like buy shit from on here and like who you give money to. Like I said, the people that are coming on, like if you can't wait until Wednesday for your payout, so people are making money through their payouts from what people gift them. Hope you're doing well. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you, Shelby. I certainly am. I certainly am. But yeah, so now she's on there like literally being like, guys, can somebody please send in my cash app? Except my girlfriend gave me an atomic wedgie earlier, so that sucked. I bet it did. You're like, it's a hell of a way to start off the day. There was a passenger, and I want to say the woman was from China, right? I believe. And I've seen this video because this is also like going around too. Love the tattoos. Oh, thank you. Hopefully by the time this life is over, I will have way, way, way more tattoos. But so, she's in an airport, right? I believe it was up in New York. She was getting ready to fly back to China. And they told her, they were like, you have too much stuff like in your carry-on. Either like throw it out or pack it in your what to go underneath the plane. Like they're like, you just, it's too big. Like, you just can't have one that's too big. Everybody only gets so much space, you know what I mean? And so she literally lays down on the floor. What dye do you use? I was gonna say I do Adore Me. It actually smells like grapefruit and it doesn't stain your skin. So it holds up pretty good. Blue's a little iffy, but like the rest of them, like I said, I've used it for years. But so yeah, she lays down on the floor in the airport. Hey, amazing, how are you? And she proceeds to throw a tantrum that looks like a 2-year-old. Like, look up the video. She's literally laying on the floor, like, screaming in the airport, and everybody's like, I'm like, dude, it ain't that big of a deal. Like, just get rid of some stuff. Like, if that means that you get to go home when you plan on getting home, maybe, like, throw a couple of outfits out. Like, they were still going to let her, no, long time no see. Yeah, I've been jumping kind of on and off. Like I said, I've been a little busy lately, so I'm learning how to tattoo, y'all, and then I've been working, like, oh, God, like, I paint a lot, so I said it's been a lot lately. It's been a lot. I'm going to go to the gym today. I think I'm going to go to the gym today. So I said, guys, today is my 45th birthday. I appreciate you all stopping by. I dig it. If you're new, you're more than welcome to come and chit chat with me. Tap the screen, like the live. It definitely helps bring more people in. And I said, I do dual stream. By the way, how's the tattoo practice going? It's going well. I was going to say my most recent one. What do I have? I'm working on one right now that's almost done. What was the one I did most recently? I believe it was this one. So I said I need bigger mags. Like I need more, like so that way it doesn't look quite as splotchy. But right now I'm just kind of working with what I have. So we're practicing. We're practicing. We'll get there one day, right? We'll get there. So I just started learning how to tattoo maybe like a couple months ago, and I'm trying to find time to do that whenever I can. Like I said, I love this one desperately. This one makes my heart happy. Gonna miss ink therapy. I'm telling you, I find it very, very, like, getting so good. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Is that normal for her? Have you ever given... Dude, your fetishes, man, have, like, literally nothing to do with me. Like, it's quite obvious what you're doing, nerd, and, like, dude, like, if you have a wedgie fetish, that's on you. Like, you're certainly not the first one to come through and do that shit, but, like, I really just don't want to be a part of it. Like, I already see where you're going with this, so I'll just save you some time. Like, I really don't want to have whatever you got going on up there that's totally, like, nothing to do with me. So, keep it to yourself because nobody comes in and says, I got a wedgie this morning. Oh my God, have you ever done that? Like, that's not the way that people normally start off conversations, right? Practice on when someone sign me up. Like I said, and that's the thing is, I don't know if I'll ever actually do them on other people, like besides myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's a viral video going around of this guy. He's at his wedding. He's the groom in the wedding, right? When I'm off tattooed, I'm like, oh yeah, yeah. Like, have you seen the ones that have like the skulls on the inside of it, like the death moths or whatever? People started putting like there's the little skull on the inside of it. People have started taking and putting skulls through the wings too, and I thought they were pretty cool. But so where's that? I lost my space. Did I lost my space? Okay. Oh, there was a girl. Like I said, there's yeah. So when I wanted, that's cool. I was gonna say I like to I don't know. I like to tattoo. Like I said, I'm doing like a I have a tattoo art thing in my head where I want to put together pieces that are on practice skins and like sell them. Like, I don't know. Like I said, it's a thought and it's just something, you know. It's been a really weird morning, guys. I don't know why I'm dealing with like I've dealt with between like my streams. I've dealt with a lot of fetishes this morning and I'm like, I just don't want to be a part of it. So there's like this new trend going on with on TikTok, right? And it's called dusting. And it is using aerosol products in the house to get lifted, right? Bad idea. Do you know Monochichi dolls? No, I've never heard of them. I've never heard of them, someone. But she passed away from it. So they're warning people like don't do this trend. Like it's not a good trend. Not that like I don't know why people think of this shit. Like I said, the one that got me, you remember when people like kept like smacking their kids with cheese? I mean, that's just throwing a piece of cheese at them. But, like, some of these motherfuckers were throwing that cheese pretty hard, and then it scares the shit out of the kid. Like, what is it? What is it, Shelby? What's white shampoo? I've not seen that one, so I'm like, but yeah, so, like, they're saying, like, be careful. Like, for a while there, people were, like, you know, putting cinnamon up their nose for a while there. And I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, this is so ridiculously stupid that people are like, oh, well, it's a TikTok trend. Here, let me try it. Not a good idea. Don't, yeah, you know. But yeah, people were taking that cheese and whap. I mean, like, I'm like, whoa, you're getting out some aggression. This is not like a TikTok trend. You made it serious now, you know? There is. Have you guys seen Lexiam? She's a big influencer, right? But what she does like YouTube, she does TikTok, all that stuff. She'll walk up to people on the street and give them attitude to see how quickly they get attitude back. Someone, I know what monochuchis are. Do you have one? Like I said, I have no idea. Like I have no idea. But so it finally happened, right? Like this chick, she, like I said, she'll go up to people on the street, and there have been people like, you know, when you confront people, it's possible that they will react to it. Makes sense, right? That's what humans do is they will react to stuff. So if they don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like if but like there's been people like they'll approach people that are talking to children online, and there's been a couple people that have been pew-pewed over that. You know what I mean? Like it's not worth making a video. But when you back people into a corner, there's a chance they're gonna react. So this chick, she'll go up and she'll be like, "Yo, big Bertha, come over here." And people are like, "Huh? Who are you talking to?" And I'm talking to you. You know what I mean? Like just instantly comes in hot, like off the gate, you know. And so it finally happened though. Like she'll normally like run away, like she's real. It's like, girl, I'm trying, man. But she will go and like just kind of run, like she's a real fast runner. So she'll run and be like, "It's for a video. It's for a video. It's for a video." I'm like, dude, that is so stupid. All it takes is coming across like the wrong one. She finally came across the wrong one. Like, so she walks up with a stranger on the street, right? Who also happens to be another big streamer, which kind of makes me go, hmm. But she walks up to her on the street and she's like, "Where are you going?" And the chick's like, what? Excuse me? And she's like, I asked you where the fuck you going. And she was like, wait, what? You're talking to me? And she's like, I'm looking at you, aren't I? Like, so this has been another one I've seen circulating a lot. So the chick ended up, she popped her in the mouth. And the chick walked away, and she, the red stuff all in her mouth. Yeah. I'm like, maybe that's like a bad idea, but then like making videos like that doesn't encourage other people. Like other people are gonna go, oh, that's funny. Here, let me do it. But I'm like, that is just such a bad idea. All it takes is coming across the wrong one at the right time. Really? I was gonna say I worked in an adult toy store for like 7 years. I've seen that before. Like I've seen it before. I gotta go. Sorry. Aw, thank you, honey. Thank you, amazing. I appreciate you. And I said, guys, I dual stream in the morning, so if you hear me talking to somebody that is in your chat, I promise you, not losing my marbles. I always feel like I need to explain that to people so they're not like, who the fuck is she talking to? No, I do more than one. Um, I seen this the other day. This kind of made me sad. I followed one dog shelter, right? And now their videos keep coming up on like my TikTok, and I'm like, did you? How long? Hey, Jules, what's going on? How long did you work in it? I enjoyed it. Like I had a lot of fun. I said it was different. Like it was, it had the job in itself had like a lot of personality. I enjoyed it. I was there for like 7 years. It was a bit like like it was a good 4 years. Did you enjoy it? So the one that I worked was like more an upscale. Like it wasn't like, it wasn't like creepy or like dirty or any of the stuff you would typically think. So well, so this one came up, and I was like, oh, they ended up like because with ice and all this stuff had its downfalls at the time. It certainly can. You ever get somebody that's trying to like return a toy? You're like, dude, are you being for real right now? What do you mean you're mad we can't take it back? Like, what? Why would we take it back? Like, what? Like I said, people can be very, I just like the fact that I like retail, but I hate dealing with people's children. And then, customer stories. What is the weirdest customer story? Out of curiosity, I can honestly, I can tell you, like right off the top of my head, I had a dude who came in and talked to me about 45 minutes. It was probably longer than that. I was like shooing him. Like I'm like, all right, go on. Like by the time he got done, like, okay, have a good one. But he ended up telling me that long story short, he ended up telling me that he snuck into people's backyards at night and would float in their pools in the nude and hump their floats. He had a air fetish. Yeah. So he wanted me to guarantee him that if he bought a doll from us, like a blow-up one, that it would not pop. And I'm like, dude, you're fucking a balloon. Like, what do you want me to do? I mean, like, get a piece of pull tape, fix your girlfriend, go about your life. Like, dude, they're like literally $20. You expect it's gonna last forever? Like, what are you trying to marry the bitch? Like, I mean, like, trying to have somebody like sitting on the couch with you at night watching TV? Like, what the fuck? But that was definitely up there with one of the weirdest things I ever had happen. Like, I was like, and then I said my friend used to work at the pool store that was like down the road from it, right? And I was on my way into work one day. My car was in the shop, so he had taken me in. He was doing stuff. We had a dude the one day, he was riding his bike, and he was humping his bike in the parking lot. And we seen it on the security cameras, and we were like, okay, that's okay. Like, it was interesting. You never really knew what was going to happen. You never knew from one person to the next, like, what was going to happen. But so they're trying to show that, like, there's been a lot of deportations and whatnot lately. And there's been shelters that, like, in Southern California that are being overrun with dogs and cats because their parents ended up getting deported. And I'm like, that's sad. They should have at least, why didn't they let them take their pet with them? Like, was that an option or no? Like, what I mean? Finger looking. I just imagine them. You'd have like, I was gonna say, Shelby, you'll have like a crotch full of pimples. Like, oh yeah. Makes me wonder if they had like Chick-fil-A. You think Chick-fil-A would want to be used in that way? I prefer Popeyes over KFC because it's got more ridges. You know, the breasts are bigger at KFC. Thank you, Kobe. And let me put a follow back on you. I appreciate it. I like it when people follow me, unless it's in person. If it's in person, I prefer that people not. But like otherwise, yeah, by all means. Like, and I said I have a lot of social media too, so make sure like anywhere you want to follow me, you can go and like go put a follow on me. But so no, this store I still very much support. Like if somebody tells me they're from my area, I'm like, oh, you should go down. Like go down and say hi. Like go down and say hi. But yeah, so like I said, I'm like, it was interesting. It was an interesting experience. Thank you for being so kind. Of course, why would I not be? Thank you for being so kind. So there was, did you guys see too? There was a guy the other day. He was an extreme, like one of those people that's like really, really like all adrenaline and jumping from planes and doing this. This dude set a record, right? Because he'd gone up to space and jumped out, and he ended up, oh my God, like I'm like, but then he like parachuted down. So he let himself, I'm like, oh God, like, no, you will never catch my ass jumping out of a plane ever. I'm good on all that. Like, I'm good. Like, maybe some people feel like they need it in their life. I'm epileptic. I'm good. Like, stress is like the worst thing for people with epilepsy. I'm like, I gotta keep myself like as chill as possible, you know? Like, I gotta breathe and all that stuff. So I said first thing in the morning, I'm normally on here every day. Thank you guys for even coming in to see me. Like I said, I appreciate it. Tap the screen, like the live. It helps me trend higher. I dig it. Okay, so there was but he passed away. He was paragliding the other day, and I guess there was a malfunction with it, and it ended up he dropped something like 650 feet. And it's happened before. Like those people that go up on like rooftops like of like skyscrapers, right, and climb to the top of the towers just so they can take a video of it. Like fuck all that. I will keep my chubby ass on the ground. I'm fine with that. I'll just stay down here. Like I'm 5'1". The earth obviously wants me closer to it, so it is Ramsey. Yes, right now it is. Okay, let's see. So then this next one, back to the Jenkins, right? Like I should have gone through and just done all my things about them. So the dad ended up going and getting a job. Like everybody keeps talking about how he has a 9 to PS5, which I think is kind of funny, right? I do. I think it's kind of funny, but everybody's like, oh, he always has his headset. He's always gaming. He's always like, I'm sure he's playing like games with the kids and stuff too. Because I said there are 6 people in one hotel room, so they're just probably happy to have like a minute apiece. Like, yeah, go play the game, you know? Like, Dad's gonna play the game with you. But so he went to child support court recently. His ex took him to parenting court, right? Or whatever, like whatever. I don't know if it was custody. I think it was just custody. I don't think it was child support. But so he ended up, because people know he's making like a ton of money, and that's the thing is, it's technically his girlfriend that's making a ton of money, like just based on their scenario. But so but I think that's why I can't picture them ever getting married, because if they get married, they know they're gonna have to report their income. Like they're gonna have to, that'll go towards child support court. You know what I mean? I'm like, uh-oh. And so he went and he got a job at Safeway, and then proceeded to post it all over the internet. He's posting videos of him watching like training videos. He's watching, videos about this. He's doing all his training at Safeway. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, that the internet's probably going to find out, you know what I mean? Like where you work anyway. If you're like, hey, I got a new job. But like, why would you give them like, say my name, Ashley. Hi, Ashley. What's going on? But why would you post that everywhere? Like, oh, Safeway, that's where I would just say I got a job. I wouldn't even say in a grocery store. I wouldn't even say like nothing. You know what I mean? But so I'm like, that's kind of not the brightest thing to do. I mean, just saying, like, if you want to keep your job and you're an internet celebrity, maybe not be so open with them per se. Ramsey, I have another live stream, but I can't take boxes. Yeah, I can't take boxes. Here we go. Here we go. Stay there, you. This thing's gonna work. This thing is gonna work. I need to charge my phone, damn it. Okay, so then, but yeah, so he's gonna end up getting fired. That's what everybody's talking about right now. They're like, why would he post? I'm like, I don't know. There's a streamer on here that's been showing pictures, like showing proof, right, of, like I said, the dude Nick Harris. He just ended up in jail. He was like a big live streamer, like on TikTok and whatnot. I don't know if he did other sites or whatnot, but he got caught this week and he did this on his live stream. He broke into what he thought was his grandmother's house and went out in the fridge in the garage and started making a fort out of like the food that they had in the garage. It wasn't his grandmother's house. She sold the house like 3 years before, or like it was something like she lives like 2 doors down, or whatever. So but so there's a chick who is his ex-girlfriend, right? And her name is Yeezy. Get over my fear of roller coasters. I hope that goes well. Yeah, I was gonna say roller coasters are fun. Roller coasters are fun, especially like I'm like I like them. I don't know that I could ride them anymore because, like I said, adrenaline is not good for people with epilepsy. Like not good. Let's see. But so she ended up, she literally, I kind of give her props for this because she put on her background, there's another live streamer whose name is Wyatt. You might have seen him. He's got all these face tattoos. He's got like a flower right here. He got in trouble because on his live stream, he pulled out a pew pew, didn't show it on there, and took a at his ex-girlfriend, right? Well, obviously she's pissed. So she went on and she made this her background, right? This picture, like she used a green screen and put up like this picture, and it's the two of them in bed with her. And the two guys are laying next to each other, holding each other, and then she's on the other side of them, like holding each other. And I was like, "Damn, she outed your ass, man! She outed your ass like big time." But so, but then there's okay. So then this one is also like, and like I said, we gotta stop making. I don't know. I get really irritated because sometimes the people online that are like getting gifted the most or getting most people through is like the people that love like drama, and everybody loves a car crash, and I get that, and but there's another big live streamer on here whose name is Ashley Barnes, right? And she was just accused by another live streamer of SA, and that's also within this last week. So people, they get together and they talk about it, and then they, one person comes out, Margarita, what's going on? And then they start comparing stories, and this is how, so there was like another live streamer, I forget what his name was. She invited a couple of them over to her apartment, right? And they were going to shoot videos and all this stuff. But there are people, like, just because somebody's on, like, TikTok, that does not mean that they're big on TikTok does not necessarily equal out to being a good person. It doesn't. Nope, it doesn't. It does not mean that you are, no, not at all. So yeah, there's other people that are now kind of coming forward going, okay, well, like, listen, like, she did this. Oh, thank you, Margarita, honey. I appreciate you. But yeah, so like I said, we just need to figure out a way to stop making fucked up people, like, popular. Like I said, there was another one this week. His name was D. Kane. He got arrested with another live streamer, like, down in San Antonio. How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. For being 45 today, I feel pretty I can't complain, right? I can't complain. I seen this one this morning, SkyWest. Like, we've had a lot of, it seems like they said that they're not, as many as like last year, but it sure seems like a lot. Like, we started the year off with a whole bunch of like airplane crashes, like collision mid-air. Well, there was, SkyWest, there was almost a collision this morning with Air Force. It was a B-52, and it was near a North Dakota airport. I didn't know people lived in North Dakota. Can you guys, honestly, the people that live in the U.S., can anybody say that they've ever met anybody from North Dakota? I think it's a fictional place. I don't think it really exists. As a matter of fact, I've never met anybody from South Dakota either. But I think every other state, I've met people from Alaska. I've met people from I've been there. Oh, I have family there. Okay, so there's like at least like a Shepherd's family. Are there more people than that? I've never had somebody say like, "Oh, I'm from North Dakota." It's never happened. Is that on the map? Right. What part of the U.S. is that? Like, it's right up there with Delaware. You know, I think it cracks me up because I'll tell people in the U.S. I'm in Delaware, and they're like, Where's that? And I'm like, it's there. I promise. Like, you probably drove through it if you've ever been to Maryland. My state's only an hour and a half long. Like, you can literally drive from the top of my state to the bottom of my state in an hour and a half. We're a small one, but we're not small enough to be the smallest one. So we have to brag about like being. We're the only place that doesn't have sales tax. We're the only state in this country that doesn't have sales tax. So he said, anytime I go anywhere else, it fucks me all up. I'll be like, okay, I got $10 left. Okay, this is $9.99, and I'll go up there, and they're like, that'll be 11.25, and I'm like, no, did you ring it up wrong? And they're like, sales tax, and I'm like, I think it's stupid that they charge sales tax. Like, you earn your money and they tax that, but then they tax you again for buying something. Hmm. Okay, I mean that doesn't make any type of sense. But yet, our country's still in debt. A lot, like a lot, like not able to come back from. But let's. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I seen this one this morning too. Dog the Bounty Hunter. Like, he's got some shitty karma. He's had like some rough few years because South Dakota. Okay, gotcha. But he's had like some rough time. He like I mean he got real popular there for a bit. Like everybody was like watching Dog the Bounty Hunter. I was okay, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? It was okay. Thank you, Margarita, for tapping the screen. I like it, guys. I like when people tap the screen. But so his stepson, like he ended up his wife that was on Dog the Bounty Hunter with him, right? She passed away a few years ago, right? And then everybody was all pissed off because he ended up getting with one of her friends. And I'm like, well, I mean, it happens. Sometimes people like they're like, they end up looking to each other for comfort. Like stuff can happen, but they said it was very quickly afterwards. Like not super quick, but it was quickly enough that people are like mad at him over it. So then, he had like I said, he's had like a lot of shit over the last few years. His stepson actually unalived his 13-year-old son. So that just happened. Yeah, he with a pew. Yeah, I was like, holy shit, like, what the fuck? So that's what he's dealing with right now. And I said it just happened, too, from what I can tell. But so he's got something. How many kids does he have? Yeah, how many kids does he have total? Hi, Bobby, what's going on? So it was his wife, his new wife. It's her son. But like, he's got something crazy. Like, and he was in jail for like a long time. How did he find time? How did he manage to make all these kids? Like, he's got something like 12 kids. Like, that's part of like how he got famous. Probably is just like all he's like telling the kids, watch my show, watch my show. Like, if he starts going live, this should be what he starts doing. He should start going live. He would make money on live just because he's like a famous person. Semi-famous person, a name that people recognize. How many people can say that South Park made fun of him now? I consider that like a victory unto itself. Like South Park made fun of me. And the dog, the big bad dog, the bounty. Like, yeah, you guys remember that episode? Okay, so all right, let's see. Yeah, they were having a festival in India. It's like one of their sacred days, right? And they had hey Deadpool, what's going on? It was weird. I got randomly kicked out. Oh, I don't know. I have no idea why. I went to go see Josh yesterday, and it was so funny because like I was in there typing, and I kept accidentally swiping to the next stream. And like the very next stream straight up was like it was like these Nigerian dudes all dancing, like where you think it's like a recording. I'm like, dude, it was like it kept kicking me to the next one, and I'm like, I don't want to go on the next one. Hi, little Crete, how are you? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. So Drew Jenkins did get fired. Okay, I couldn't remember if he got fired or not. I thought he got like in trouble. I've seen those guys. Hey, and you're like, nothing happened. What are they cheering for? I really think all of those are just recordings. Oh, thank you, Deadpool. I appreciate you, baby. Astrovino. She's another one that I've never seen one of her lives, but I know people talk about her a lot. She is like people are like kind of grossed out over this one, right? She's on here a couple times today. So she has decided she's doing a lingerie shoot. Hmm. Yeah. And people are like, what the fuck? Like, somebody will pay for it. Somebody will pay for it. Like, I don't think she's going all the way, you know, in her birthday suit, but like, she, she's doing enough that people are like, ugh. Now, she was out, I think it either happened last night or the night before. She was out in a nightclub, right? And I knew it was a matter of time before this happened, right? And this video's been circling. I've seen this like 20 fucking times. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ, I know. And she ended up that she was at like a club the other night, right? She was at a club the other night, and this chick walked up to her and pretended like she was going to take a picture of her, right? And she just clocked her right in the mouth. She just punched her right in the face. Her lips all big and swollen. Like, I'm like, uh-oh. I was surprised that it took this long. Do you guys see, like, okay, so I know Katy Perry's done a lot lately. Like, she went to space. Like, you know, that might have taken up all her time. This tour, they're saying, is it still kicking you out? I don't know why. It's being weird. I don't know why. But Katy Perry ended up that like they're saying this tour is like her sloppiest tour, right? Like her dance moves are bad, and she's not remembering the choreography, and you know, like she's just doing a lot of stuff with props. At one point, she's riding around the stage on a giant butterfly, right? Then another one, and Pink started doing the aerial stuff, and then a whole bunch of other people started doing the aerial stuff, right? Katy Perry's like in a ball, and she's just hanging upside down. She looks like one of those dolls that had the legs that stick straight out, and she's spinning in a circle as she's hanging from this thing upside down. And then like her dancers are actually doing like the aerial stuff where she's just like spinning around like upside down with her legs straight up. So this happened the other day. There was a malfunction, right? Her butterfly malfunction. So Katy Perry's like riding over the crowd. TikTok, right? Like I was gonna say, they're like, get out. You're like, no, I'm gonna be there. Good morning, Adrian. What's happening, guys? Welcome through. Tap the screen, please, like the like. But so her butterfly is flying around the crowd, right? Like flying over the people in the crowd, and there's a malfunction, and she drops about 10 feet. Like she didn't fall off of it, but you can definitely see like her hair raise up. Like if I was one of those people, like nobody wants who like. Can you imagine living in your afterlife, like being a ghost, and people are like, oh, you know, like when people go to jail, like the first thing they'll say is, what are you in for? Like, imagine that. Like, so what, like, yeah, I know. Oh my God. Like, I know. She's lucky that butterfly didn't fall into the ground. Yeah. Thank you, honey.
I'm gonna work. I will not be here after work though.
Okay.
That's all
Oh, bye-bye. She's going bye-bye. Kita is going bye-byes, huh?
Enjoy your presents.
Oh, thank you.
Figure out how to get that sticker off in your closet.
It's okay. I have a razor knife I can take it off with. It's like one of those flat ones, so I can just kind of. Yeah. So, okay, honey, have a good one. Yeah, drive safe. The guy from the Coldplay concert the other day, right? The guy from the Coldplay concert. He ended up, he resigned. He wrote like this really bullshit letter. I was talking about it on here the other day. He resigned. So he pretty much, and then from what I hear, he's planning on suing Coldplay. Which I'm like, how are you gonna sue them when like nobody knew who? There's all these theories going around that the brown-haired chick or that his wife or somebody like bribed the camera guy to focus on them. Like, how would they know that they would be doing that in exactly that moment? Like, how would they know? Good morning, Adrian. How are you, baby? But like, how would they know? Like, that seems like such a long shot to me. Like, they were just canoodling and they got caught. Like, that's all it is. That's all it comes down to. You know what I mean? Okay. Oh, yeah. And then Nick Harris, he's phoning Wyatt, that dude from the picture, like from the three-way picture. He's phoning him from jail and he's like, man, I got into debt with this dude. Yeah, can you send me some money? And he's like, yeah, I'll send you some money. I'm like, but here's the thing is, if he's your friend and you want to talk to him, that's fine. Talk to him off your live stream. Like, why are you going to, and then not even tell him, hey, by the way, I'm on live and you're on speaker. He's just mad he got, yeah, and that's, he got butt hurt because he knows he's going to lose a lot of fucking money. He's going to lose a lot of fucking money. And he's going to, like, he's going to lose a lot of fucking money, and he knows it. But I'm like, really? Like, you're going to sue them? Like, whoever paid for the tour, I guarantee you, has more money than he can have. He's got a lot of money. Here, she's married to another millionaire, right? Like, I'm like, what is this chick got like a golden poon? Like, most of us will never sleep with one millionaire in a lifetime, let alone she, that's her side piece is another millionaire. And I am like down in her, like, I'm not trying to shame anybody, but like, she's not, like, I don't, she's a good looking chick, you know what I mean? But like, not like that. Like, how are you getting all these fucking millionaires? Like, you know, like, how are you getting all these millionaires to be like all about you? Like, I don't know. So but nobody's heard from like her husband. Like, her husband hasn't died. His wife hasn't really said anything public. Just kind of like took all the pictures of him off her TikTok. Like I said, they're doing bets online to see how long it'll take her to file divorce papers, and how much, like, they're taking bets on like how much, you know, how many days. They're taking bets on like how much they think she's going to end up getting awarded. Like, it's a whole thing. Like, it's a whole thing. But like, people are recreating the scene. They do the kiss cams of pretty much every sporting event. Like, that's part of it. So I said, if you're somebody that doesn't want to get caught doing something private in a public setting, you see the kiss cam is going off, what would you do? You'd put your arms down and step away just in case they came to you, right? Like, just in case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was their reaction that, like, literally made it so, you know, made it go so big. Like, and then he's mad that he got caught, and I mean, there's a new space station footage that's out right now. I've seen this posted a lot too. But, they have a glass on the table, right, in this video. They both deserve. I mean, I'm like, so does that mean that they're going to end up together? Because then she's just going from one millionaire, raw, hi femme catboy, but like, she's just going from one millionaire to another. Like, God, this bitch. But so there's new space station footage, and people are calling it fake, right? Because in the video, and I've seen like what, you know, in space, typically there is no, I'm not typically, there is no gravity in space. It's like 100% of the time there's no gravity in space. So things like liquids, they have to put them in pouches. If you go to the bathroom, you got to use, oh my God, I did a tour in NASA one time when my sister took me to Florida, and that was one of the things that they did was had you try astronaut food, and it was disgusting. It was like eating chalk, like it was so disgusting. But then, when you're in space, you can't use the bathroom because liquid floats everywhere, and then you'll have little droplets floating around. So you can't use like a normal toilet. They have a seat in there, right? And you take like, there's like a, almost like, you know, like a vacuum. It's a vacuum, right? And like, it looks like the car wash one because it's got this big hose that's all long. Listen, the mailman's really scary, y'all. The mailman might be coming to take me. My dog's really, really dramatic. Really, really dramatic. Thank goodness I locked the front door. Bugsy, it's okay. You scared him off. It's alright. It's alright. Ridiculous. But, so yeah, this space station footage, like I said, there's a glass on the table, and the water isn't floating. Like, there's water in this glass, and it's not floating. So people are, you know, kind of looking at it going, well, wait a minute. You know, people like their conspiracies. That's how they do. You know what I mean? Like, that's all they do. All right. Let's see. There's been this guy. I've never heard of this one before. They call him the Sleeping Prince. He's a prince of Saudi Arabia, and he finally passed away. He's been in a coma for 20 years. So I'm like, so they call him the Sleeping Prince. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Maybe he just needed a princess to come and give him a kiss. Good evening, my dear. I am very happy to know you. I hope we can be loyal friends. My name is Ahmed from Egypt, living in Luxor. I'm 38 years old and not married. Okay, nice to meet you. Awesome. Thank you for the follow. So, yeah. Oh, did you guys see there was this woman, she's Caucasian, she got up and they were doing like a contest. I was gonna ask if he was still alive. No, he just recently, but 20 years, that's a long time to kind of like hold on. He must have been really stubborn. But there was a woman and she gets up and like everybody's kind of like not thinking that this is gonna go like, pulling people out. She gets pulled up, right? And then she's on stage and everybody's expecting, like, she looks like she wouldn't be down for this. All of a sudden she's like bends over, she sticks her butt out, right? You don't realize it's a twerk contest, right? And she like, I mean, she's got them like clapping, like here it was a twerk contest, and she got up and decided she was going to be a part of it, and everybody was like, because like I'll admit it, she doesn't look. I knew the second she kind of does that, she kind of wiggles back and forth, right? She's getting a little warmed up, and then she takes her dress. As soon as I seen the dress and she hiked it up, I was like, oh, some shit's about to come out. I said, Margarita, I met Diamond in person. I don't know if I don't think you were around at that point in time. I met Diamond in person, so I was like, her butt, yeah, it's definitely what I expected it to be. She was in Philly at one point. I was like, I wonder if her butt's big in person too. Yeah, she definitely has a good booty in person too. Yeah, she called me. She called me on Snapchat the one day. I hadn't talked to her in a few months because I'd been off Meet Me. She called me the one day and she said, hey, guess where I'm at? And I said, where? And she goes, Philadelphia. And I said, what the fuck are you doing up there? She goes, I came over to meet my boyfriend. She, I guess, was going to move here for a bit, and then she ended up going back and kind of, but she's in Chicago now. But so she was like, I didn't realize until I was on the plane how close I am to where you are. She's like, you want to come up? I was like, yeah. Like, so we ended up, we had a show. It was like an art show, and it was in a cemetery. It was pretty cool. But so then I met her afterwards. We went out and had drinks, and then we went to the casino. And she was so funny because Diamond, she's not like she won't drink in front of you. She will just like kind of go and walk away and do like a couple drinks, like real quick, and then come back. And at one point, she was just standing there. She must have talked 40 minutes. Like, we were all laughing because she was just standing there, just talking away to the security guard. And the security guard's like, okay, yeah. I don't even know what they were talking about, but man, she was born to be a live streamer. Let's see, what's a good another one? Here we go. Okay. Kim Jong-un bans foreign tourists from North Korea resort only weeks after opening. So he hasn't banned them from all of, not everybody from North Korea, but like, a good amount. Oh, there's another video going around. And I said this one's funny. You should look it up if you have a chance today. There is this person up in Long Beach, New York, right, who is majorly for Trump, right? Like there's a video going around. Hey, Aries, good morning, honey. How are you? So there's a video going around, right, of this guy, and like I said, it's up in New York, right? Beautiful. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Hisham. How are you? But so there's, I guess they were in like a parking lot, right? And somebody else started taking a video of this. It is a pro-Trump truck. When I tell you it is a pro-Trump truck. Like this dude literally has 80 million flags that are like, fuck Biden, Trump, like those big, huge flags too. So America, like they give those guys, like I told Josh the one day, he's like, man, I get it. Not everybody. Oh, thank you, Aries. He's like, not everybody from America is stupid. He's like, but man, when you guys get your dumb ones, they go hard. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, honey. But he's like, they go hard, and I'm like, nah, I give him that. Like, no, they do. They do. If somebody's gonna be dumb here, they not only are they dumb, but they're committed to their dumbness, and they will go hard with it. Like I said, this was, if you look it up, like New York pro-Trump truck, it'll pop right up. Like, it's crazy when you see how much shit this guy. I wish it would let me do green screens because I would literally put up like, but I know that they can take you out of the creators program if birthday gifts. Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, I definitely appreciate it. Everything I earn online, guys, just goes back in my small business. So Britney Spears finally spoke out. Apparently she got kicked off a flight, but they don't do all that. Oh, can I show you the girls? I have 2 live streams open, Aries. Yeah, I have 2 live streams. If I put somebody in the box, I don't know how to transfer it. I accidentally put somebody in the box the other day, and I don't know how to turn it off. Do you know how to turn it off? Like, it puts me as like a little tiny box, and then I don't know how to go back to normal screen. Otherwise, I'd be like, yeah. The other day I had to end my live stream because I accidentally put somebody in the box, and then it put like all these other boxes, and I was like literally this big. Remember, you might have been here when I was dancing the other day, and I was like, okay, how do I fix this? I just log out. Yeah, but like, I mean, but like, there has to be a way to turn it off, right? Like, there has to be a way to turn it off. Like, I just don't know how to do it. I, but so she got kicked off a plane recently because she got way too rowdy, way too fucked up on the plane. It was like on their way down to Mexico. So if you're getting kicked off of a private jet, you got to be doing something good. Apparently, like, let me do my live. Okay, I was gonna say, but I have my battles turned off, Aries. Yeah, I normally like as soon as I come on, it gives you that one thing where it's like, hey, it wants to have a battle, and I'll turn it off, and then it'll ask you again. Let me do. Let me what? Oh, you got to do your live. Okay, have a good one, honey. I thought you were saying like, let me battle you. I'm like, I don't know how to turn them back on. I don't know how to do anything on TikTok. Like, I don't know like how to go back. Like, once you decide like your battles are done, they're like done. Like, done. So I said I normally take care of that pretty quickly. But yeah, so then she apparently started smoking on the plane. So they asked her, hello, Ermi, how are you guys? Welcome through. Tap the screen. Just regular. Oh, okay. You're gonna do. Yeah, I was gonna say caffeine is always good. Yeah. So you're saying you're gonna go do your stream? Don't mind me. I'm still getting my shit together, Aries. The like I said, remember that dude Wade Wilson who's in jail for unaliving 2 women? His fans are reaching out and making a desperate plea that he be released from jail because why is he a fan? I get that people are weird, but like he doesn't give a shit about you. He just wants to get extra commissary money and get, rugs and and so people are worried about him because he's not looking good since being in jail. They're concerned about him. So enjoy your birthday off. Thank you, honey. I certainly will. I'm like, he's gonna have to be fine with that. Like, he's gonna have to be miserable in jail. I mean, like, that, have fun with all that. You earned it. There's another big live streamer that I seen recently, and her name is the Barbie Bandit, right? And she ended up, like, that's her nickname, like, on TikTok, right? She went to Russia, and I said, there's a lot of people, like, when you see people are popular, sometimes they're popular for other shit. Like, there's other ways that people make money. And then they do it, like, promote their streams with the money. And that's, so, like, not everything is 100% organic for most people. I don't know. It's just not. It's how some people do it. I can't down people for what they do. I can't judge people. I mean, I can judge people. I'll judge people. Like, every time I go to Planet Fitness and it says judgment-free zone, I tell it to speak for itself. Like, you're not the boss of me, Planet Fitness. I'll judge if I want to. But, so she just got arrested. She was part of a rug ring. It was hard for me to say. A rug ring. So she'd gone to Russia to bring stuff back, and they got her at the airport. So I'm like, she was probably making money that way, and then using it to promote herself on TikTok and her live stream. But it's just crazy. I was gonna say, Margarita, there's one chick from Meet Me. Hi, Michael. What's going on? There's one chick from Meet Me that I seen the other day, and she's been getting a lot of trouble because she's been asking people for money to move out, right? And she got all this money, and then people seen her out gifting people like crazy. Like, people seen her. Oh, thank you, Enrico. I appreciate the follow. But so, yeah, she's been getting a lot because people are like, so where's the money at? Like, you asked for money to, like, help moving, and we sent you money, and now you're out gifting everybody else. Like, your gifter level has gone up. Like, it's kind of like, open your legs. I'm good. I'll just leave them. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. You definitely do not deserve that. Let's see. There's also a video going viral of Subway Surfers, which I don't really see why it's going viral, but if you want, you can go and watch it. Don't be weird too late, Lewis. He's already reached that destination. 500 feet, your destination's on the right. Like, he's like, chick, definitely weirded the chick out already today. Like, yeah, definitely. All right, so guys, welcome through. Tap the screen. Like I said, I'll be on here for a couple more minutes. I have a couple more topics to do, and then we take a break for a bit. So I said it's been about an hour and a half. So make sure you follow my social media. I have a ton of social media. I primarily do. There's too many weirdos on here, dude. You don't even know, Lewis. I had somebody that came in on my other, because I said I normally will dual stream, and they were talking about like, have I ever given somebody a wedgie and da da da. And I literally told them, I was like, I know where this is going. I don't care what you're into. I have no part of it. So please take me out of this equation. Like, I knew exactly where he was going with it. Like, when somebody comes in, especially I've noticed with guys too, if they say, "Can I ask you a question?" Like, nothing good comes from that. They gotta like brace you for impact before they ask their question. I'm like, yeah, as long as you more than welcome to, as long as it's appropriate. And they're like, oh, well, what if it's not? And I'm like, don't ask, because I'm not going to answer. So save a few seconds of your life. But yeah, I was like, dude, like, yeah. Yeah, he came in and he said, I'm doing good, except my girlfriend gave me an atomic wedgie. So he said, hi, how's it going? And then he said, I'm doing good, except my girlfriend gave me an atomic wedgie earlier, so that sucked, lol. You definitely did have my underwear pulled over, or she definitely did have my underwear pulled over my head. Was not something that I had on my to-do list for today, trying to make it seem like he didn't enjoy it. And he goes, is that normal for her to do that? Have you ever given men or been given a wedgie? Like, listen, like, whatever is going on in your head has about nothing to do with me. She this my friend? Why you say that to her? Why I say what? What do I say? Oh, I was gonna say, Alvin. This was a while ago. I'm reading a comment from earlier, but I was just like, dude, like I just have no patience for like weird anymore. I'm like, just making noises at my live streams at this point. Okay, so then I was gonna say the last news story for this morning. Trump's doctor says he's fit, but requires daily meds and compression socks, so we can all rest easy now. No, I don't know. It was the last one I wrote down. So, all right, guys, I'm going to jump off for a little bit. I will catch you all a little later. I said I'm going to go enjoy my birthday. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. I said I will be back later on, so make sure to keep an eye out for me. I said I normally do. I have tons of social media. I normally do TikTok and YouTube. But I will jump around to, like, say, Instagram, or, I will jump around to other, thank you. Thank you, beautiful. I appreciate you. All right, guys. So it's my time. I'm wrapping it up for the day. You gave me the last second, honey. It's been a good hour and a half. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure to come by and see me get off. Thank you, Alvin, honey.